What's going on, guys? So it's been a while since I had any form of update video here on the YouTube page, and that's actually because I decided to make a jump off of platform to Twitch during a specific event back in the day on YouTube that I had a lot of issues with. But it seems like as of late, a lot of the issues here on YouTube have been resolved, at least in a sense of what I was looking for them to do. I don't really need to get into that, but a lot of the issues with me being on YouTube as of late has been me trying to get content curated. And the platform that I left for was Twitch at the time, as you can see in Monster Mecha down in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. I'm Zephyr was the Twitch streamer for the Monster Mecha podcast that we were going to create. I ran into issues streaming on that platform using a podcast name, which led to trouble that I had to deal with. It was just not a place that was really supporting me as a content creator. I felt drained. I haven't been able to produce anything with any kind of creative intent. I've had that issue for a long time. I've been wanting to do things more creatively, but not really sure how to express myself. But some of the things that Twitch did do for me was I reached out to a good amount of people. I have a pretty okay community now, people who I can rely on and ask questions regarding things that I produce. With that, I want to make a move back to YouTube. Uh, it just hasn't been a really good landscape for me. It's very volatile. It's difficult to have retention. I can't always be live, and I feel like producing back here on YouTube and having one home stomping ground will be a lot better for me. I will be able to go back through and curate better videos like I used to. I do have a lot more experience now, so I'm a lot more confident in the things that I can do. I'm also a lot more mature than I was with a lot of the older content I produced, such as some of the beta stuff that I was reviewing. So I just wanted to real quick let you know what Monster Mecha podcast is, and it's essentially the same thing as the Devil's Advocate podcast that we tried to jumpstart earlier on. However, this time around, instead of being a much more biased kind of focus stream, it's a less biased, more of a technical discussion on how games can make their mechanics better. And we are here to chop those mechanics apart and discuss why certain things work. So we'll be delving into what makes Assassin's Creed popular, but also what makes it mostly hated amongst people who are hardcore gamers like myself. We'll be going into things like Call of Duty's repetitiveness, but we'll also be taking a look at things like successful PS2 games, successful Sega games, and discussing them as well. I also have a project in the works where every month I will do a edited full live stream based off of a YouTube live stream of a game A through Z. So I already have the first one up, and that was Among the Sleep. So it'll be an edited down instead of it just being a VOD on the platform. So you'll be able to get some more commentary, faster gameplay, things like that, of games that I might not want to play with other people around. It's something I want to stay focused on. I can produce a well drafted kind of project video, something that I don't have to spend months on, but I can spend a few weeks on getting it to look good, sound good, have good cuts, and make sure the story is still kind of all there so you get a general gist of what the game is about. Many of the projects that I'll be facing with A through Z will be games that you may not expect. It'll probably be focusing things like Sega games, PS1 games, PS2 games, GameCube games, things like that. Maybe some obscure indie games. Don't really expect to see really, really big titles pop up in there, or games that are extremely long in lengths. I can tell you right now, any RPG probably won't end up being an A to Z video. But if it's a short RPG that is an indie game, it is on the table as something that I would produce a to Z video on. So that's one of my little projects. The other one is coming back and doing critical review videos. I've been interested in the critical review kind of thing as I have other people to work with now. People who would be willing to do voiceover work and help edit the videos to get those things up to you in a timely manner. So I'll probably try to do one of those a month as well, so that way I can kind of get back into the the mindset of being a YouTube creator versus a Twitch streamer. For a long time, I was just focusing on artwork and building nice layouts and things like that to produce content for you on Twitch. And I never felt like that content was good in a sense of like, I can't just take the VOD of Twitch and put it on YouTube because in the sense of a small community, the content doesn't really make sense because I do a lot of chit chatting with my community as well as other people who are with me in my Discord. So being on YouTube will probably make that work a little bit better. It'll allow me to be a little bit more freeform with what I'm doing and maintain a certain critique of myself. So a critique of myself, so I can produce the content that I want to produce, not the content that a certain platform wants me to make. So all I ask is if this is something you're interested in and you're one of the 300 plus subscribers that I do have, please ring the bell. That way you're notified of when I'm streaming. Just stopping in and saying hello and staying for a few minutes is greatly appreciated. If it's not something that you're super interested in, that's fine. I don't expect anybody to stick around if they don't want to. I want to apologize for the hardship that my YouTube has been through. It's something I love and I'm very passionate about, but I never really had the confidence to fully put myself behind. And I've made these kind of videos before where I had a real hard time following through with what I wanted to do. But you know, I've jumped platform and platform. I've played around on Picardo. I've played around on Twitch. I think it's time for me to come back to YouTube, where it all began, where my love for this began, and just stick with my passion. So ringing that bell, watching a few videos, you know, just coming by and saying hello, maybe jumping into our Discord. Um, it's up to you what you want to do at the end of the day, and I don't want to push anything on anyone. I might be saying, you know, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring that bell, but I think that at this point, that's just kind of normal for every kind of content creator. Um, hopefully that doesn't annoy people. I don't do that on Twitch because after a follow, it costs money, but a subscription is free, so why not? And those of you with YouTube Premium, it just helps out the creator anyways to stick around and say hello every now and then. So just something for you guys to consider. Um, there are other kinds of content that I want to produce where we'll be doing little things where we talk about like conspiracies in video games, Easter eggs that we find, you know, just short, you know, possibly 5 to 10 minute content here and there regarding little things that we find. I'm going to get back into probably beta testing and beta playing things again. I'm not anyone huge in the beta testing community or anything like that. If anything, I'm low on the totem pole of who's going to receive a game, not me. But when I do receive a game, I do want to give it the passion that the artists are putting behind the game kind of thing. So I'm hoping to once again produce the critical review videos in the same regard as I used to, where I looked at them through the lens of somebody who wants the creators to succeed and how I can assist them in succeeding in their endeavor. I think that's going to about do it. So hopefully you guys are okay with that, and I'll see you guys soon with more content. I hope to see you guys for the Monster Mecha podcast. For some of the live streams, that would be super cool to see you guys and finally talk to the community that I had on YouTube, people who I didn't get to know very well. And the few of you that did come from YouTube and join the Discord, many of you are now moderators and admins and are very special to me. Some of you have become very close friends of mine, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for that. I love you. You guys are the best, constantly supporting me in my artwork and my endeavors and things that make me happy at the end of the day. These are things that make me happy. Artwork is huge in my life, and I felt selfish for producing clothing lines back in the day, and I will probably want to do that again, is make more artwork and put them on clothing for people who are interested, because I realize now that all of these platforms are extremely selfish, and at a certain point you shouldn't be ashamed anymore. It's okay to reach out and ask for help and learn and try to do better, even though it's not something that you're qualified to be doing. But at this point, I'm coming home, coming back to YouTube, which will be interesting. Well, hopefully this doesn't just sit in your box and nobody ever watches it. Leave a comment down below. I'm super interested in what you guys have to say, and if any of you guys are mad at me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if some people were very mad at me for just completely producing 1 or 2 videos on a certain thing and disappearing. So let me know down below. Um, I'll try to respond. I'll try to like things, and we'll just see where this goes. I mean, it could go nowhere like it has for years. It could go somewhere. Who knows? It's just got to stay positive and have fun. And if you guys have projects of your own, please join the Discord. Other people are willing to help. Check out your artwork. Check out your projects. Music, video, it doesn't really matter. We're just here to be a collective. And that's why it's called the Gamer Collective. Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.